going on, everybody? It's Coach Reg, aka Mr. Intensity, and my job is to invoke thought and help awaken the world's consciousness one person at a time. Hopefully that person is you. Now, before we get started, we have tried to get people healthy all throughout the world. Now it's time for you to help somebody get healthy, and it's something in it for you. For everybody you refer to get a nutritional program, the Transcendence program, detox program, regeneration program, or intermittent fasting program, you will get a free bundle of everything. That's mean one soap, one lotion, one oil, one deodorant, and one lotion bar. And make sure when your friend signs up, make sure they say who's signing up so I know exactly who to send it to. Now we have different bundles and things that's going on, so make sure you check them out. Soap, lotion, and we got more coming for you. Now this video is what many women are battling with. Cellulite. Cellulite, cellulite, cellulite. You just can't seem to get rid of it. So this is for the ladies, and this is for the fellas. Because if you got a woman who got cellulite, I know you want her to get rid of it, but you don't know how to tell her because it's kind of a sensitive issue. Babe, come on, that's so you're gonna have to get healthy too if you want to help her get healthy, because you got to be the example for her if she's not getting healthy. Now we're gonna talk about cellulite, of where it comes from, how to get rid of it, and why only women seem to be, affected by it more than men. Now, men do have cellulite, but women have a whole lot more of this going on. And because women have image, issues and things of that nature, because there's more pressure on, women's beauty than actual men's beauty, then, I can understand the pressures of women, dealing with these cellulite issues. So let's get into, what cellulite is and how you people can get rid of it. All right. Now, cellulite is a condition that affects the appearance of skin in areas with underlying fat deposits. Now, most noticeably on the buttocks and thighs, giving the skin a dimpled, lumpy appearance. Cellulite is much more common in women than men because of the differences in the way fat, muscle, and connective tissues are distributed in women and men's skin. Now, the lumpiness of cellulite is caused by fat deposits that push and distort the connective tissues between the skin, leading to the characteristic changes in appearance of skin. Now, the medical name for cellulite is endometriosis fibrosclerosis panniculopathy. It's, in other words, EFP. Now, what causes cellulite is it's made up of free-floating cells that are deposited just beneath the skin. Hormones, genetics, and unhealthy lifestyle are the top causes of cellulite. Y'all heard what I'm saying, right? Hormones, genetics, and most importantly, the unhealthy lifestyle that are a top cause of cellulite. Now, we understand that if your hormones and your genetics are hurting you, but I think that you can't be attacked by cellulite unless your diet is really at play here. The diet is probably the most important part about those three things I said, so I want y'all to think about that, and we'll get into that a little later. Now, the dimple appearance of cellulite can be considered to be a normal variant, the only way that many perfectly human beings look. Nobody's perfect, so we don't pass judgment here. We just understand if you got problems with it, make sure you get rid of it if you have the ability to get rid of it. Not if you're not born with an arm. I'm talking about cellulite, something you can get rid of, something you might be the culprit for. And yes, it could be genetics where your mom had a severe issue of weight. It doesn't mean it has to be you as well. All right. Now, hereditary, skin thickness, gender, the amount of distribution of body fat, can age, and can all influence the extent to which cellulite is visible or present. Now, cellulite is thought to occur due to shrinkage or shortening of the fibrous tissue cords that anchor the skin. While cellulite is more common in women than men, men can also be affected. Now, cellulite occurs in people of all races living around the globe. Although female hormones play a role in contributing to this pattern of fat distribution, cellulite is not treatable by hormone therapy. Now, when we're young, we have our connective tissue and supple and elastic stretching and giving the skin so that remains smooth. So when you're young, you're in shape, it's easy, you look good. A lot of girls that when I went to high school that was really thick, nice shapely bodies, but when their hormones and their age caught up with them, that shit turned hell quick if they ain't take care of their bodies. If they had their habits and took them bad boys into 20s, them 30s was looking like their 50s, 40s. I'm telling y'all right now. And y'all know who I'm talking about. It might even be you, but you can fix it. All right. Now, when puberty hits, the hormones wreak havoc on the connective tissue, making it stiffer and less elastic. At the same time, our fat cells tend to expand in certain areas, pushing out on the skin. Now, as the band of connective tissue contract and stiffen with age, they pull down on the skin even more. At the same time, increasing fat stores push outward in the surrounding areas. Now put these two occurrences together and the result is unappealing landscape of dimples and bulges. Now as we get older, the layer of skin weakens, thins, and loses elasticity. Gravity takes its toll and the skin begins to sag. Since the connective septi remain intact and often contracts and stiffens further as time marches on, the appearance of cellulite continues to worsen with age. Yet, another probable aggravating factor in the development of cellulite is the yo-yo dieting. I'm going to do a video on yo-yo dieting because it kills a lot of y'all and it messes up your metabolism even worse than when you start dieting. So I'm going to do a video about yo-yo dieting, okay? Now, the good news is you can improve but not eliminate the appearance of cellulite by living a healthy lifestyle. Okay, so you can improve it greatly by your lifestyle. Okay, that means staying hydrated, not smoking, and yes, following a sensible diet and exercise program. All right. Now, the combination of proper diet and exercise will decrease the layer of fat underneath the skin, making cellulite less noticeable. A proper diet can also be helpful in keeping the skin and connective tissue stronger, healthier, and more supple. In addition, staying properly hydrated and eating well will help prevent water retention, which exacerbates cellulite. Now, exercise helps with cellulite in a multitude of ways. Not only does it keep the body fat levels lower, it also improves circulation and muscle tone in the cellulite prone areas. If you're sitting on your ass all day, you're not working out, it happens faster. But when you're moving, increasing the circulation, the blood flow, it goes away because you're also losing body fat at the same time. Now, here's the thing. Improved circulation will both keep the skin tissue connective healthier as well as helping with the elimination of waste and excess fluid retention. Now, if you're worried that quitting smoking will cause your weight gain and hence increase cellulite, think again. Smoking is poison, okay, to connective tissues, causing the normal aging process of stiffening and contracting of connective tissue to go into a hyperdrive. If you're still having a hard time kicking the habit, remember that smoking not only affects connective tissue, which leads to cellulite, but smoking damages your skin, causing wrinkling in like 9 different ways. Now, here are a few ways to minimize the appearance of your cellulite by eating less salt and sugar. Oh my God, worse than heroin and crack combined. Salt and sugar is probably one of the biggest reasons why you're addicted to food, sweets. I was too. Trust me, I know the struggle. But if you want to get rid of your cellulite, you're going to have to end that and replace it with some good old seasoned and salt-free spices. I'm telling you right now, all right? By eating a healthy diet, you can help reduce cellulite. First, avoid too much sugar because when it gets stored in fat cells, it causes them to expand. Second, limit salt intake. Since sodium causes fluid retention, making cellulite appear even worse, consume no more than 6 teaspoons of sugar each day and stay away from foods containing more than 200 milligrams of sodium. A lot of canned stuff got that stuff in it, a lot of canned stuff. So start reading the back of what you're eating so you can know what's going on in it, because I can guarantee you that stuff you've been eating got like 800 milligrams or so. You don't even realize it, okay? Now, also, eat with flaxseed because flaxseed supports your estrogen levels and boosts collagen growth. Collagen is the main component of connective tissue. By strengthening the skin, it helps reduce the appearance of cellulite. Sprinkle 2 tablespoons each day on oatmeal, cereal, or that dairy-free yogurt, okay? Or you can eat this alone to prevent the formation of cellulite or mix them in your shakes. Also, you can drink 8 to 10 glasses of water each day. Now, water helps flush out toxins that hide in the fat layers beneath the skin and makes cellulite lumps even more visible, all right? Hydration also works to plump the skin and make it more or less lumpy. Drink a glass of water first thing in the morning before you have your morning tea, all right? If you do not like drinking plain water, which I don't know why, you can add lemon juice. Plus, try to eat foods with higher water content like melons, cucumber, leafy greens, watermelon, all that good stuff, okay? So, when it comes down to it, people, you gotta change your diet. Stop playing games. Stop complaining about that. Stop thinking that you just going to the gym without a good diet is going to get rid of cellulite. You can work as hard as you want in the gym until you sweat, until you roll over, till they will you out of that gym. If you're not eating right, if you're not drinking water, if you're not doing the things you properly got to do, your genetics, your hormones, and your bad diet is going to give you lumpy legs, crater legs, moon legs, whatever you want to call them. I know if you have them, you hate them. And I know if you're a man with a woman and she has them, You might tell her she look good, but that shit ain't cute when she get like in 40, 45 with that stuff, because it gets more and more and more, and I'm sure you want to get rid of it. I'm only here to help you. I'm not here to pass judgment. I understand what you got going on, but I understand also what you have to get rid of it, what you got to do. One day at a time, people. One day at a time. All right? So besides that, this is Coach Reg, a.k.a. Mr. Intensity, and my job is to invoke thought and help awaken the world's consciousness one person at a time. Hopefully that person is you.